No, real shit, bro. Like, I had the building for the Bloods.
Okay.
I had the building. I had the keys, bro. So I'm like, blood, who the fuck? So I pretty much know everybody. Like, so I'm like, who the fuck, Blue? He like, oh, my city, my Blueface. I look. I'm like, what's up? I seen it was Blueface. I'm like, what's up? He like, oh, what up? I'm like, you don't even know who I am, huh? He like, no, what's your name? I'm like, blood, I'm Blunt, G, you don't know, from TreeTop, nigga. Oh, he like, oh, yeah. I heard about you. My Juice from Bob. Shout out to Juice from Bob. He like, man, he was telling me about you. You feel me? That's blood. Grew up with blood.
Bumpton G Uno did getting interview. Talking about, yeah, I seen him in there. I did see him in Delano reception, and he did not do all of that yelling or none of that, bro.
TreeTop Goon Bomb G Uno surprised everyone by dropping a diss track outside Blueface King of Crabs restaurant. And the unexpected stunt quickly grabbed fans' attention and sparked conversations online.
Job done, you was in the pen stressed out on the top bunk. Dumb ass tattoos on your face don't make you look tough. In all honesty, really look dumb. Heard the said I was whispering in.
Before we even talk about the stunt at King of Crabs, we need to go back to the beginning. This situation didn't appear out of nowhere. It had been building long before videos, podcasts, or social media comments got involved. And once you understand the full story, the way everything exploded will make a lot more sense. So let's rewind. Blueface had just been released from prison. At first, he was expected to serve only about 3 months. It was supposed to be a short sentence. But things inside didn't go smoothly. Because of the politics in the yard and the tension between different groups, his time stretched from a few months into nearly 2 years. Anyone familiar with prison life knows that these situations can change fast, and the environment can be complicated. During all of this, Blueface got into a fight on purpose, which moved him from a lower-level yard to a level 3 yard at Lancaster State Prison. This kind of yard is known for being tougher and more serious. It's the type of place where people expect you to stand your ground, and every decision matters. While he was still in county jail, Blueface crossed paths with a rapper named G Uno from TreeTop Pyru, the same neighborhood YG comes from. G Uno had his own reputation and connections which mattered inside. He was released earlier than Blueface, and once he got out, he started sharing his version of what happened behind bars. That's when things started heating up. G Uno went on different podcasts and described the situation like he had confronted Blueface directly and held the upper hand inside the building. He claimed he controlled parts of the area, had strong support around him, and didn't even realize Blueface was present until someone pointed it out. And that retelling is what sparked the public tension that followed.
No, real shit, bro. Like, I had the building for the Bloods.
Okay.
I had the building. I had the keys, bro. So I'm like, blood, who the. So I pretty much know everybody. Like, so I'm like, who the Blue? He like, oh, my city, my Blueface. I look. I'm like, what's up? I seen it was Blueface. I'm like, what's up? He like, oh, what up? I'm like, you don't even know who I am, huh? He like, no, what's your name? I'm like, blood, I'm Blunt, G, you don't know, from TreeTop, nigga. Oh, he like, oh, yeah. I heard about you. My Juice from Bob. Shout out to Juice from Bob. He like, man, he was telling me about you. You feel me? That's blood. Grew up with blood.
G Uno describes that moment like it was a major interaction, even calling it intimidation. But he doesn't stop there. He goes on to criticize Blueface's behavior in jail, claiming he didn't take care of himself and didn't follow basic etiquette. His comments quickly turned into a full-on public roast.
So you say you come in and Blueface is laying up top, huh?
Yeah. Face ashy and shit. Feeling and shit. Like, what's up with this blood? Damn, it's fool.
Yeah, why his face was ashy? Why was he? Damn, what's going on with? Was he?
I mean, I don't know, bro. I mean, I go the face ashy, peeling and shit.
Munchie B, who comes from the Englewood area, backed up some of the story. He said a guard kept giving updates about Blueface, claiming he looked worn out, stayed in his cell most of the time, and wasn't carrying himself confidently inside. These comments added more fuel to the ongoing conversation about what really happened.
Other baby mama works in Lancaster prison, bro. On that very yard this man was on. I asked about the man. She said, no, that's not a PC yard. But she said, he's a dirt bag, a spice head, and don't come out his cell.
For many fans, all of this made G Uno's story seem more convincing because now there were two people saying similar things about Blueface. That extra support caused the situation to spread even faster online. Then Wack 100 stepped in, and he was not pleased. He felt that, out of basic respect, G Uno shouldn't have spoken about Blueface in such a negative way, especially since G Uno had been given opportunities through people like Lil Jon, who helped him get his first No Jumper interview. Wack's point was that even if G Uno didn't like Blueface, he could have expressed himself without dragging things to that level. He added that Blueface had never done anything to G Uno personally, so the comments felt unnecessary and disrespectful.
When the conversation about Blueface came up, right, you should have kept it respectful. Even if you got a distaste for Blueface in any way, which I don't think you do. I don't think Blueface did anything to you.
So you thought he should have kept...
Out of respect to me.
He shouldn't have talked down on Blueface just out of love for you.
Out of the same way I let you at this table. Out of respect of the homie, because really, it's a disrespect to Lil Jon, because on Lil Jon words you got here. So when I look up and I called and told him, I said, bro, why you speaking on Face like that? He ain't never did nothing to you. Plus, I know you didn't tell him that in his face. Face will beat the shit out of G Uno. This a fact. He said, well, it's a lot I could have said, but I didn't because of you. You should have said nothing at all because of me.
Wack 100 also made sure there were consequences by canceling G Uno's next No Jumper appearance, which kept the tension going. Later, when Blueface finally came home, he shared his version of what happened, and his explanation sounded calm and very different from the dramatic story people heard earlier. According to Blueface, G Uno didn't act the way he described online. There was no shouting, no pressure, and no tough behavior. Blueface said the exchange was actually polite, and that G Uno spoke to him with respect. None of the loud claims from the interview matched what he remembered.
Actually, Bompton and G Uno did a fucking interview. Talking about, yeah, I seen him in there. I did see him in Delana reception, and he did not do all of that yelling or none of that, bro.
What did he say in the interview? I didn't see that. He just said
he just said that he just was like,
he ran into you.
Yeah, like, you know who I am? And I'm like, nah. And he said basically like, Bop did you know? Like, he just started yelling and shit. Right. Man, that nigga was whispering. He said, you know who I am? I said, no, who are you? He said, Bop did you know? Oh, yeah, I was just talking about you with my boy Juicy Baller in the county. But you know, he went in an interview like, you did not do none of that, brother. Brother, you were like very respectful. Bompton G Uno.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's come with it though, you know.
At this point, the entire situation split into two completely different versions. G Uno made the story sound dramatic, while Blueface told a much calmer version. Because of that, fans began choosing sides and arguing all over social media. Every platform had people defending one person and calling out the other. Things got even more intense after Blueface shared his response. Instead of letting the moment fade, G Uno decided to take things further. He showed up at Blueface restaurant, King of Crabs, and recorded a diss track right outside. The whole idea seemed like an attempt to prove himself and get attention directly on Blueface's home turf. One of his lines said, "I'm the one that gets the job done. Your tattoos don't make you tough." That single bar spread fast online, but not in the supportive way he probably expected. Most fans reacted with jokes and criticism. One person said, "You can't embarrass someone by rapping in front of a place they own. Owning a business is a bigger flex." Another commenter joked about G Uno claiming he had major influence in jail, saying the whole story sounded exaggerated. A lot of people felt like the stunt made G Uno look more focused on attention than anything else. Some even said he was doing too much just to stay relevant, and that the move hurt his image instead of helping it. But G Uno didn't back down. He fired back online, claiming Blueface was focused on things that had nothing to do with the original issue, and accused him of avoiding direct conversations. Instead of calming the situation, his comments pushed the drama even further and kept fans talking non-stop.
You know? Hey, look, man. Hey, Blueface. I would have thought you would have did another interview or, you know, try to make a record in response to me or whatever the case may be, you feel me? Instead of, you know, being at all these parties shaking your ass, you know, trying to Adam 22 wife, you feel me? You just, like, got your mama out here responding and shit for you, speaking up for and you know, that ain't cool, bro. That's not a good look. You feel me? So just a little piece of advice from me to you. I need to get your head in the game, bro.
People are now saying G Uno is preparing another diss track just to get under Blueface's skin. But many still call it clout chasing, especially since G Uno previously said Blueface was cool and that he actually respected him.
He a cool nigga though. But one thing I can say, like, that he was around, they wasn't really like lacing him up though, like as far as prison go, his prison etiquette.
One person online said, "You keep calling Blueface a cool guy, so it feels like you're arguing with yourself." And honestly, that comment reflects how confusing this situation has become. What started as a small issue behind bars turned into a bigger story through interviews, social media reactions, and finally G Uno showing up at Blueface restaurant. People watching from the outside are glued to the drama. Some fans are joking about G Uno's stunt, while others think he's doing it only for attention. Still, there are people who actually respect how bold he was, even if they don't agree with every move he made. One supporter said G Uno deserves credit for standing on what he believes, even with everyone criticizing him. Now the real question is what happens next. Will Blueface respond again, or will he ignore the situation and let it fade? This could either turn into a real back and forth or end as one of those moments everyone talks about for a week before moving on. Either way, the story isn't slowing down. Fans are debating every update, sharing their opinions, and waiting to see if either of them takes another step. If you have thoughts on where this is going, feel free to share them. This situation definitely isn't finished yet.